Do some of you remember years ago there was a little book called The Prayer of Jabez? Remember that? Okay, so this is a scripture, 1 Chronicles 4, I said you could turn to if you want to. Verse 9. Now Jabez was more honorable than his brothers. I just want you to notice the word honorable. Does the Bible say he was honorable? Okay, I don't know where y'all are right now. Does the Bible, I guess because we're talking about money, Jesus, okay. Does the Bible say he was honorable? He's more honorable even than his brothers, right? Okay. I just want you to notice, because I want you to notice his prayer, because God calls the man who prayed this prayer an honorable man. Not a selfish man, an honorable man. More honorable than his brothers, and his mother called his name Jabez, saying, because I bore him in pain. The Hebrew word Jabez means pain, hurt, or sorrow. Probably literally sorrow. And Jabez called on the God of Israel, called, in other words, be prayed, saying, oh, that you would bless me. He asked God to bless him. And remember, God says he's an honorable man. Oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, increase my income. Be another way to say that. That your hand would be with me and that you would keep me from evil, that I may not cause pain. Another way to say that is that I might be a blessing. Not a curse to people, but a blessing. So God granted him what he requested. Okay, so I have a question. He asked God to bless him. Here's the question. Was this a selfish prayer? And if it was, then why did God grant it? See, it's not selfish when you ask God to bless you to be a blessing. That's not selfish. That's not selfish. And by the way, to be able to be in a safe neighborhood, or for your kids to be in a better school system, or to drive a dependable car, that's not selfish either. That's not selfish either to ask God to bless you and increase you, to give you raises or promotions. That's not selfish, but to be a blessing. Okay, so let me give you an analogy. Let's say you live in a community, a farming type community, and there's a guy in the community that's a mechanic. He's a great guy, great family. His wife's a substitute teacher at the school, and he helps neighbors. He actually repairs widows' cars and single mothers' cars for free. He even pays for the parts sometimes. He's just a great guy, great family. They'll even help, farmers bring their harvest in when it's time. But they just kind of struggle to get by. And so the dairy farmer, gives them milk, and the chicken farmer gives them eggs, and you have an apple orchard. And so you give them apples. And even when the apples are ripe, he'll bring his whole kids. He's got a big family, lots of kids. He'll bring his whole family and help pick the apples. And so you give them apples. And then another family comes in the community, and they're a good family too, but they need some help too. And so you think, I'm gonna give them some apples too. I'm gonna help them. And then pretty soon the community kind of grows, and you got 4 or 5 families you're trying to help. And then you look at a piece of land that you have that you've never planted before, and you think, if I clear the stones out and fertilize that ground, I could probably expand my orchard. And so you do that, and then you plant the apple trees, and then you pray and ask God to bless you. Is that a selfish prayer? So that you can help more families. I want to shout it from the rooftops. It is not wrong to ask God to bless you so you can be a blessing. That is not wrong. You've got to hear that. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about asking God to bless us and increase us. Beyond blessed, listen, beyond blessed means that you are a blessing. Doesn't mean you just make more money. And it doesn't just refer to money, but the whole reason we're talking about money is because where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. The way you think about your money affects every area of your life. Every area of your life. And for you to ask God to bless you so that you can be a blessing, and we've got a guy named Jabez that did it in the Bible, and the Bible calls him honorable. I mean, it's right there. We've got God saying to our patriarch father, Abraham, our earthly spiritual father, I will bless you so you can be a blessing. That's what it means to be beyond blessed. Beyond blessed doesn't mean materialism. It means being a blessing, living a life of being a blessing.